The president has said in the last few days that he's got internal polling that's very different from the polling that anybody will see on fake news that shows him in a very strong position. But there is a lot of discussion about what is going through the president's mind, how this is affecting his thinking, because apparently the internal polling he's seeing isn't good.
No, in fact, he's been really furious, according to great reporting by my colleagues at the Washington Post. Furious, in fact, questioning whether or not this polling is accurate, why he has to pay for polling that is so off the charts and unfair. He doesn't think it could be possibly true. In fairness to him, however, I'd say that, as his campaign manager wrote recently, Brad Parscale, President Bush's numbers weren't too good right around the reelect, right before, and he was able to squeak through and win quite handily. So there's that. But I would say that the most important thing to remember about Donald Trump is perception is so more important than reality. And for him, the perception of how he's doing, the perception of him feeling confident is much more important than this boring details of governing and actually doing what Ashley's describing, that all of government approach. That's nuts and bolts, not of interest to him. And it's certainly not sort of prime time the way he wants to project that confidence, that control, that dominance. He's much more likely to talk about his dominance over protesters, statues.
Yeah, part of the issue here, of course, are these Secret Service members and the fact that Herman Cain, who was at his Tulsa rally, has contracted coronavirus, has been hospitalized. We don't know whether he got it at that rally or not. But the fact is the president continues to not, just like Ashley says, not want to talk about it and ignore it, but sort of fly in the face of it. So he's off to Mount Rushmore. We know that there are Secret Service agents who are preparing for the Arizona trip that have either tested positive or displayed symptoms of coronavirus. What do we know about this? You've been covering this today.
So we were able to confirm today, my colleague Josh Dostie and I, that multiple agents, up to 8 to 10 agents who were preparing for the advance for the vice president's trip to Arizona. At first, he was going to go to Yuma and Tucson. Then, because of the spike of COVID, he changed it to Phoenix, a less large event. But even despite those changes, the Secret Service sort of pleaded with Pence's office to put off the trip for a day because they did not have well enough agents to be on site to work with him. So that's what happened. They put off the trip, and it was because agents and others preparing for the advance were not well. They brought in relievers, pitch hitters, and you've got to wonder about those agents who are driving from wherever, Texas and other places, to get to South Dakota. Are they going to turn up sick too? It's not easy for people to leave their home, make all these advanced plans, sit in indoor rooms with multiple strangers to secure these sites. And they're doing it because the president and the vice president want them to.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.